folks. Welcome back to another session of our Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden. I am your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, and we are joined by all of our wonderful players. We have a new addition today, too. If you guys want to say hey, you can, I guess.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
hello.
Hey.
Well, we're going to start every session the same way we start this session, which is the same way we start every session, with a little bit of a recap of what happened last time. And it's been a minute. We missed everyone last week, but let's get into this recap and pick up where we left off. So we started off last time with you guys burying Pinecone, the sled dog, and got some sleep on the Tundra Hills. You reached the Lonely Wood the following day. However, as soon as you came into the woods, a horrible blizzard came upon you. No other option but to continue. Otherwise, you'd have to wait a whole cycle of the moon to see what was beyond the Elven Crypts. Avalanche ended up splitting the group, no way to reconnect anytime soon, leaving Severage, Alara, and Phineas with Terry, the sled dog, and their sled. Made their way. On the way, they encountered shadows that resembled the banshee that they had a frightening battle with previously. They seemed to be destroyed and dissuaded easily by light. You made your way to the large moon dial. Blizzard cleared around the area, so you could see the sky of stars all around. Honestly, probably the first time you've seen a clear sky in a while. Heading through, you notice some glowing from the new moon symbol around the circle here, assuming the magic was working. Checking out one door, you found an old tomb, undisturbed and having a faint glow of false moonlight over the sarcophagus, which was unmarked. Not wanting to disturb the dead here, you left well enough alone and checked out the other burial chamber, which was anything but undisturbed. Someone looked like they had made that their home, and she was still there. Learning you had actually killed the inhabitant's sister, this other frost druid inhabitant launched herself at you all, throwing ice and snow magics your way. Trying to get away, Phineas was met with a large saber-toothed tiger, which Terry, the sled dog actually, attacked in response. During this battle, a beam of moonlight did show, it kind of shined on you all? I don't know. English language. There was light on you guys from the moonbeam. It did reveal that Alara was hiding who she really was. At least for a time. With the battle not easily won, you eventually killed this druid and the big cat with surprisingly no casualties, just several severe injuries. You all collected some notes and loot, discussed the events, wanted to get back to meet with Tia and Malverick at Tia's cabin, made your way back to town. When you arrived at town, you did hear another rumor about the Goblin Fortress in the mountains. The trio arrive at Tia's cabin. You can see smoke coming out of the chimney as a warm fire is probably inside. As you all approach Tia's cabin, Tia and Malverick, you guys probably just made it there through the snow and blizzard, maybe about an hour before, so as this was kind of your rendezvous point. Is Tia cooking dinner or anything like that, or what are you two doing while when you hear a knock at the door?
Tia would be cooking dinner. I would be having, probably guessing that everyone else would eventually be making that way on. I'd probably have a perpetual stew going at the very least.
Okay.
And some hot tea ready for anyone who comes in out of the cold.
Fair enough. Is it like a fish stew kind of thing, or is it just like whatever you have, just throw in there, pine cones and?
Yeah, whatever meat and veggies are available will kind of go in there, like an actual like perpetual stew. I don't know if anyone actually knows what that is.
You just throw
now
stuff,
that I'm
you
saying it
keep
though.
it going.
Yeah.
So whatever you got, you put in there, as it definitely gets more and more flavor as time goes on. has what's Malverick doing in the stranger's home? Waiting out the
Malverick
blizzard.
just Malverick would probably be just glad of a safe, warm uh, chair by the fire, drinking anything hot, and
There would be, as you're kind of sitting there drinking some tea, there would be a Tia's cat, which I don't know if she actually ever introduced you to the cat, but you would have probably learned their name.
the cat was looking at me while I
As it
sleeping.
will be staring at you the entire time you're in here.
Your cat is looking at me.
Ah, yes. Bakara does that. There is judgment, but don't worry, it's not harsh judgment.
I'm used to being judged. It's okay. This house is very nice. Why would you ever leave?
Because sometimes there's just things that you need to get done that can't be done in the house. Like this beautiful little bed that got made for Bakara, I had to go leave and kill a killer moose for it. And I will kind of lovingly stroke this big white hide
Yeah.
bed that I had made for Bakara.
Because it's probably big
It
enough
was
for a person, but it's definitely got, it's Bakara's for sure.
yeah.
You kill a moose for a bed. Yes, but this is it. This is a tale as old as time.
As you say that, there will be a knock at the door. You hear footsteps kind of on the, I don't know, under the awning outside. You would hear footsteps. Yeah, everyone knows that tale of, you go outside to kill a moose for your cat to have a bed. Everyone does that.
I will go and open up the door and welcome everyone in.
Okay. Now you would see snow-covered Severage, Alara, and Phineas.
I shake my feathers off and get thinking as I walk in. It is a cold one out there. I'm glad you made it back. You have no idea.
Yes.
You'll never believe what we found. Remember that druid bitch? She had a sister. Sister was living inside that tomb.
Really?
Yeah.
What an odd place to live of all things.
Well, it's actually really smart because she can do the whole moonlight thing, so she could just kind of get in there and open it up whenever she wanted. Kind of genius.
Did you go inside and explore?
Oh yeah, we actually found there's a map, and when the moonlight was actually shining down, that's when we found that that Alara actually isn't Drow. But then we were able to get in, and that's when we had the fight. We found the map. Sev, you have the map, right?
Do I have the map? Somebody has the map.
I think you grabbed it. Yeah, that makes that.
I
checks
didn't
out.
write it down, so.
Essentially, it was just like a little bit of lonely wood, and then like a directional arrow to over the sea of moving ice, or at least that near the outskirts of it.
Did you say Alara is not a drow?
Oh, yeah. We found that out when she was in the moonlight. But yeah, then there was a saber-toothed tiger too. Actually, Terry helped me take that guy down. Terry's still okay though. He's still good.
Wait, what is a
Unfortunately, we weren't strong enough to take the skin with us. I would have sold for something good.
Would have made a fantastic second bed.
I think your cat would have liked it.
What is a Lara if not a drow?
Tia's gonna cock her head at that.
Phineas kind of looks at Alara.
And Bakara would say to Tia in her head, "Oh, I told you these were interesting people."
Well, yes, you've never steered me wrong, have you, Bakara? I will give you extra treats for this one. And I will throw Bakara a couple of small dried fish treats.
Thank you for your sacrifice. And you guys would just see the cat just go for fish like a cat would.
Is that stew for anybody?
Oh, yes. I figured that whenever you guys show up, you'd be hungry, so I made sure to keep it going. And then I will hand out bowls for anyone who wants some.
Oh, thank you.
What
Help
sort
myself.
of that's kind of, you know, I'm not trying to pry, but what sort of bowls would Tia have? Is it like a nice fine china set, or is it like all mismatched, or all skulls?
Probably like a mix of like mismatch between like china and like little wooden bowl set, because she really wouldn't care. She just kind of like grab whatever's around kind of thing.
Some would have like gold filigree maybe, or but then like the next one would just be like super plain wooden bowl.
Yeah. 100%.
All right.
And I'm not trying to pry, but does Phineas eat chicken?
Yeah, of course.
He has had chicken soup before.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing weird about that?
Of
Well,
course
it's not
not.
chicken.
Birds eat birds all the time.
I suppose that's true.
And plus, I'm kind of more than a bird.
Very, very true. So, we do not need to go back to this tomb?
I mean, we could go back in 14 days. They have that mirror that we could scry on some people. And we could
And
just
ask it questions, correct?
well, it's just you can scry on like places and people, and I mean, if your question has to do with that person and what they're doing, then yeah.
That might be handy.
And you could just keep on doing that, right? There was like a hey, on this day, or if you had the moonlight, you can just keep on going.
Yep. It's an infinite scry thing.
Yeah.
But however, if you tend to keep scrying on the same subject, chances
If they pass,
yeah,
if they pass, it's they're immune for 24 hours.
right. But that's
I mean,
in 24 days.
Isn't it 24 days?
Oh no, you're right. 12 days. Yeah, you're right.
12 days, not
Yep.
14.
Yep. I'm sorry.
But I don't think we need to go there other than that.
So then we must head to East Haven, no?
It is an option.
Whatever
Statement was fun.
these Dwerg are planning, they will strike again and very quickly. I'm very worried about what they are planning, and we got very close. What else is there for doing?
Well, if theoretically, we were able to, Phineas kind of points up at the sky, or at the ceiling. If we could, get rid of all this nasty weather and make the sun kind of come back out, that would be problem solved for the Duragar, right? They would just want to go back underground. So, I mean, we got this map from the Druid that's pointing off by the sea of moving ice. We might be able to figure something out over there.
Does Severage pull the map
I-
out and show everyone, or?
Yeah, if we could always go here.
I doubt there would be anything of interesting out on the sea of ice that would help with the sun.
It was important to them.
Yeah, they're all about keeping it dark. So if we can interrupt their plans, or at least throw a wrench or interrupt them somehow.
This would slow them down. For sure. But it would still be a problem eventually, I think. We are going to run into them again, I think, no matter what we do. And we could go after the head. It would make our journey much safer, perhaps.
All the danger up front, yeah.
As you say that, another knock at your door comes.
How interesting. And I will go and open up the door.
And it's someone that Severage has probably seen around towns, and definitely someone familiar to Tia. If Matthias, you want to describe your character.
In the door stands an elf. Blonde hair, green eyes, dressed appropriately for the cold weather. So, padded armor, nice scarf, green cloak. He's for sure on the younger side. Although, for elves, that could just mean about anything. He smiles brightly and just looks overall enthusiastic and hopeful.
It's Andras, right?
Yeah. Hey, Tia. How are you?
Oh.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. Why don't you come in and have something warm to eat or drink?
That would be lovely. Thank you.
Small group of travelers here, I guess, would be the best way to put it.
We'll say
That is great. It's super lucky to find you all here. Because I was actually looking for you. I met a shared friend of ours, Mokatir.
Really?
Yeah, he said you guys were doing a lot of good in the area, and you could use some help.
I thought he was off to meet an old friend of his. Could that have been you?
Maybe. I almost ran into him by accident in Bryn Shander.
Ah.
I was actually told quite a bit about you. And about the great things you've done in the area. Slain awakened beasts, freed children from a giant mammoth, even beat back the eternal winter. Even if it was only for a short while.
That was a pleasant moment in the sun. It did anger some things, though, and that was an unpleasant fight afterwards.
Well, I got a brand new body. I'm not complaining.
I can only imagine that something like this would draw the Frostmaiden's ire.
Your name is Andras?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Introductions are in order. My name is Andras. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Been in
to
the
meet
area
you.
for
I'm
not too long.
Phineas.
Hello, Phineas.
And you see he's got a book out. He's just taking notes.
Is this a neighbor of yours, Tia? You seem to know each other.
Yes, Andras helped me when I first arrived here in Icewind Dale.
It's met
Such
before,
a
couple
helpful
years
lad.
back.
Hello, I am Malverick.
Malverick. All right. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too. As you can see, I am a Dwergar. Is that a problem for you?
No. I was warned.
Good. Well, it's very nice to meet you. Are you coming here looking just for Tia or for all of us? You say you're lucky for us to be here.
Yeah, for all of you. Mo told me that you were specifically looking for people to help people. And I would like to be that people to help you, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
What
I
kind of
can't say I'm not surprised.
what kind of
You are
qualifications do you
exactly
have?
the person that would do that.
I know the area decently well. I got magic.
Magic, huh? And
Mhm.
Phineas kind of perks up at that. Oh, what kind of magic do you do?
The divine kind.
Oh, like you heal people, kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
You
what I've been doing in the area for the past
you
20 years or so.
remove curses.
In theory, yeah.
He's hired.
I think that he'll fit in well.
And Severage, you would know him from your brief, time in different towns, as kind of like not a wandering, not a medicine man, but essentially someone to try and keep, the sick and stuff in the towns. Tend to them, not keep them. You know what I mean?
He just rounds them up.
Yeah, and puts them all in a pen.
You gotta quarantine them.
That is true.
Well, if you're interested in helping keep people safe, we do have, we were just discussing our next moves. We have some dangerous Duragar in East Haven. And also there's a lead on potentially hurting or disrupting the Frostmaiden's plans up on the Sea of Moving Ice. There was a lake monster, but Bush told us that he's actually kind, so we're gonna let him be for a bit.
A bush told you.
Yeah, his awakened bush.
Oh, that's not code for anything. You mean literally?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Very good
literally.
berries. The berries are pretty good.
Oh.
Not like good berries, but they were good.
Oh.
And then we got the kobolds over in the mine just down the road.
I've heard of that.
I think
actually
we
just
should
came
go
from
for
East
the
Haven.
Dwergar leaders.
I mean, we could do the easy thing and take care of the kobolds and kind of give you a little test run in the group.
I could go for that.
Who is the kobolds? Why are we
Vermilane.
doing this? What does this get us for our goal?
It's helping people in the 10 towns is what it's doing. I mean,
sure, yes, but getting rid of the darkness or going after the Dwergar, killing kobolds is nothing. This is...
we might not actually have to kill the kobolds. We might just talk to them.
Sure, right, yes. This is an extermination. Kobolds are pests.
Yeah, you're using some pretty big words there, buddy.
I've never been called this, but
Never been called
Look,
buddy?
I
I mean,
understand.
we're in the same group, right?
do we? The what?
We're in the same group, aren't we, friends?
Yes, we are buddy, but that I'm using big words.
Look, I think going after the big problems, like, yeah, Maverick, we need to do that. But the thing is, what's the use of saving, well, I guess saving, in a sense, the place if there's no one to save because they're all fucking dead because they all died of starvation because they're not able to keep their economy up, which is a really big thing in this place because of things like kobolds or huge ass wolves.
These
Or
I
druids.
understand, but these things are never ending.
Doesn't mean we can just ignore them.
Okay. If you do not have a name yet for this group, I suggest the side trackers. Because we are getting sidetracked.
Doesn't have a bad ring to it, honestly. Are you guys actively looking for a name?
Man,
No.
they were shooting down all my ideas.
They were too noble. If we want to go after kobolds, sure, we go after kobolds, but
Oh, we have to pass through Tourmaline to go to East Haven anyway.
It shouldn't take long.
It's true.
As you said, they're just little pests, huh?
yes,
Should be a piece of cake.
yes, this is true. It's also, as we say in my tribe, famous last words.
So what's this
Yeah.
threat to East Haven that you guys keep bringing up? Are you talking about the wizard?
Didn't he get captured?
Uh-huh. I think he's about to go on trial in a few days.
Well,
But everybody is already convinced that he's done it. Not even sure he's denying it.
Oh, I wonder if it will be a public execution.
If it comes to that, yeah, most certainly it will be.
I did not hear of the wizard. But the threat that we are talking about, the Dwargar, there is a group of Dwargar looking to eliminate the 10 towns and start their own dominion on the surface. And the details are little fuzzy for me because it's been a few weeks. But I think we found a note in the Dwergar,
Yep.
a letter in the Dwergar stronghold, pointing basically, forget his name, the one of the Sunblights was gonna meet someone there. Yeah, his brother. Yeah. Dirth is the brother who's in East Haven, and what's the name of the other guy that we've met? Him.
Yeah, him. He would be Nildar.
Nildar. Yeah, so I convey this to you. Andras.
See. That does sound like quite the pressing matter. Although this
But-
letter makes it look like they're searching for something. What is this, Charlatan?
It is a gem. But a ore?
I think it's part of that device that turned the weather back to normal. It was like the core of it. Got all used up.
They are looking to mine it. It is very valuable.
What time of day is it?
I would say it's evening. You guys were having supper, essentially.
Yeah.
I would assume you're going to be staying at Tia's house tonight. Because you guys didn't get a rest since the events of the tomb.
We're not looking to go anywhere tonight.
And if you wanted to, you could go down to Tourmaline in a couple hours.
We could get to town if we wanted to.
So you want to
And
go to
then we gotta rent a room. Here we have a gracious host, Tia, and maybe if Bakara wants to share some of his bed. If Phineas kind of looks over at Bakara.
Bakara stares at you.
Bakara
dead
would
in the eyes.
definitely hiss.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Like the nerve.
You could see one of his ear kind of flickers back like a try, like when the cats are just like try me, like
Yep.
I'm ready to go kind of thing.
Audacity.
Yep.
All right, fine. All right, sleep somewhere else. Is there room for everybody here?
Not really, but
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
should-
you know.
Like spread out on the floor,
Yeah.
like we could sardine it.
It's definitely a quaint
Definitely
cabin,
like
but
a little close and
yeah.
close and comfortable, but you're gonna know you're sleeping next to someone.
I go up in the rafters.
It's fine. I can sleep outside.
No.
And Phineas goes up in the rafters and starts to make a little nest.
What's he making a nest of? Just taking random shit from her house.
Yeah, just like pulling
Piled
stuff.
up all the cat hair.
Yeah.
Right.
So where are we going in the morning? Tourmaline?
It's on the way.
Yeah. If you guys
Who-
want, you
who is-
could even cut across Tourmaline to East Haven. Or you could take the road. Road is safer.
Safety is good.
Who is hiring us for this?
Larry? We've never been hired for anything.
Who told us about the kobolds?
I think there was town crier in Tourmaline.
It was. You would have heard that speaker, I believe, Speaker Matthew. Double check. Yeah, Speaker Oris Matthew, half-orc guy, was offering 50 gold for clearing out the mine.
So do we need to talk to someone there first to get information, or do we just go right to the mine?
Yeah, we just go right into the mine, I think.
Okay.
They've already gotten information, as much as they have.
Okay. Then let us just go to sleep.
as you all kind of find your places around the area and nosh on some stew, you can easily get a good night's rest, as you would hear the wind howling outside throughout the night, but it dies down around like midnight or so.
Nice.
But you can get your long rest in. You wake up and it's still dark. Severed sleeping outside with Terry.
I mean, not with Terry, but I'll go outside.
You setting up at 10?
The usual. Not
Who's Terry again?
The dog.
Dog.
Terry's the dog.
The living dog. It was
Oh, I thought
Terry
that
and
was-
Pinecone.
Mine
Oh,
goes dead.
Pinecone is dead.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
R.I.P.
So,
Of course, the golden dog dies right off the bat.
yep. Couldn't happen any other way. So the night passes. You all have some more stew in the morning. Head out to Tourmaline first thing. No stops.
I mean,
Right
I don't
on.
think we need to stop.
we need to
anything.
stop any of
Yeah, I don't know. I was just asking. I don't know.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, I think straight there.
Makes sense.
Oh, Tyler. Oh, that was your thing for the day. I was like, oh man. Thought you rolled for me. You're rolling your own thing.
Yep.
Well, as you set out, it only takes you about 2 hours to get to Tourmaline through the roads, as there's a blustering wind at your backs the entire time. As, you know, kind of the nature of Mare Dualden, kind of, and Lonelywood. The wind is always blustering towards Tourmaline. And as you approach the sleepy town, no issues. People are still bundled up doing their morning tasks. You would still kind of in the distance hear that same kid. Speaker Matthew's offering still some money if anyone. It looks like the mine's gonna be closed for a while, so everyone's out of work. Go do some fishing. But if anyone's interested at all, speak to Speaker Matthew. Still calling out down the road.
See, Maverick?
This is the perfect opportunity. They're desperate. We need to get more money.
before.
They don't have the money.
We
What would
don't
you
have
do
the
with
money.
it?
Buy food, supplies.
Are you out of supplies?
I don't have money.
Neither
Yeah.
do I. We're doing fine.
Where would you get the supplies?
At the town? I don't know.
What supplies do you need?
I could.
We could always take supplies off the dead that we kill.
Like you're thinking.
Okay. Very good.
All right. And you would know there's just a small path on the northeastern side of Tourmaline. Is Malverick keeping himself bundled up when he's in town?
Relatively.
Okay.
Yeah. He's probably not as paranoid as he was, but is still keeping himself relatively concealed.
Okay. Say, give me a stealth check at advantage. Or it'll automatically make you roll at disadvantage, but we're going to take whichever one's higher. As you start passing through the town. Alright, with a 14. Yeah, you go through the town of Tourmaline unbothered, seeing a small trail heading northeast that looks no footprints have been laid there. The only remains of a path is that the snow is a little bit more indented. Still probably a couple of feet. But going along the trail doesn't take maybe about 30 minutes. You can see area around seems to be devoid of any life. The entrance of this gem mine looks like an open tunnel just in the hillside. Empty carts look parked near the entrance, covered in snow, next to which a crude sign, also covered in snow, has been propped up. Less snow on the sign. Written on the sign in charcoal are two words. Not 3 words. 2 words. Kobolds only, written in common. It's also written in very fancy script.
What is this?
Think they have any scouts watching the entrance or watching this place?
What do you see?
I'm not a very good seer.
Audress, what do your elf eyes see? No.
Classic.
Well, I just say that we should just go in.
I've never known a kobold to write, or even to write fancy script.
I've never known a kobold, but here they're not the brightest.
This doesn't concern you?
It intrigues me.
I'm looking at the sign. Does it actually look like a kobold would have written it, or does it?
Give me
Like,
a history or an investigation check. I'd say investigation probably makes the most sense. Trying to pick apart the script. Yeah, absolutely
Dirty
not. Kobolds don't. If they write, their spelling's not going to be good, and they definitely would. This is like a fancy cursive with like little flourishes on the K and the Y, you know.
Right. I was kind of more wondering if it's like, because I know that the things have been smarter than they should be around here. So I'm wondering if more is it physically possible? Like is it?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
Are those
they
letters?
have thumbs. They can write.
Yeah.
It's just they're usually not educated enough or practiced in writing.
Okay.
I would see like kind of like little like almost like vines, kind of the way the scripture is written. Little flower at the end of the Y.
No kobold I've ever seen.
Very curious.
Maybe they have some sort of leader. As far as I can tell, kobolds like to follow a strong personality. Or just
like
anyone bigger than
everyone
them.
else.
Maybe they found themselves a dragon.
Perhaps there's a bear in this cave that's been awakened by a crazy set of druids.
Is there anything else like trying like is there anything else that is obviously trying to keep people out?
No,
Any
it's just a
physical
sign.
barriers?
And a hole in the side of the hill. It looks like an old mine tunnel. And within it is dark and only a little bit of snow has started to drift in. Looks like stairs descending down into darkness.
Are there any tracks?
No. I'd say the snow, even the unfresh snow, you don't see any footprints. It's been this way for a minute. At least 5 days.
Shall we? Or has this sign scared us away?
Is this sign the only? Is this the only evidence they have that there are kobolds in here? Did they actually see kobolds in here?
If we had Weakness. The workers when they were ran out.
You asked
Word of mouth.
This is something you asked the speaker, yes?
It's been a while.
He never said if thinking back on it, like, he just said, like, oh, it's, like, because at first they were like, oh, there's a monster in the cave, or in the mines, and he was like, nah, it's just kobolds, but we're too spread thin at the moment.
I mean, we're here now.
Yeah, let's go check it out. And
I
plus,
am
if
rather
anything bad
intrigued to see.
happens, we got Andres here.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, what?
Exactly.
To help heal us.
Oh,
Need to
yeah,
prove yourself.
that I can do.
This is a comforting thought. Okay.
You don't need to
let's go.
get hurt on purpose, though, so I can heal you, just for
Oh.
me to prove myself.
If it's kobolds,
Oh, it will happen.
we go in and take
Okay.
care of it. If it's not kobolds, we go in and take care of it.
Yep.
If there's anything of value, we go in and we take it.
Then let's go in.
Yes.
It's a
Then-
mine. I don't know if we have time to take anything of value.
The gem mine. So you guys
Andres,
heading down. How
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
How is your guys, like, typical traveling pace? Like, down, like, with, not all of you are used to traveling with each other, especially in tight quarters. So who's going down first, and, like, how are you going, and stuff like that?
I can light my lantern and go first. And then if they want to lag behind, it's not a big deal, so they're not as obvious.
Okay.
I think
That's fine.
I was thinking, so if I go down first a little bit ahead of you guys, just because
Dark.
I assume the tunnels are dark,
They are very dark.
I'm going to have a bit of an advantage. And if I see anything, I'll come back to you guys. Well, follow behind me just at a little bit of a distance, and I'll warn you if there's anything we're not expecting. Unless you guys don't want that.
Severage's light does
No.
go a good 60 feet. Well, at least 30 feet in bright light, and then 30 feet of dim light. So you'd have to stay out of that.
Yeah.
Malverick is very comfortable in the cave. I think he's almost eager to
I
descend.
think it would make sense for Lara to go first. Having that hidden element of surprise is handy.
Alright.
Then Malverick would probably be in the back, away from the light.
Fair enough.
I'll go in the middle.
Well, sending Alara down first into this cave.
And I mage armor.
Fair enough. Keeping
Counterspell.
60, yeah, counterspell. Keeping 60 feet between her and Severage. You can see the stairs, I'd say, with your lantern lit, Severage, all the way down about 60 feet. Kind of winds and twists a little bit, but you can still kind of barely see the base of the floor there. But Alara, as you creep down into the space, you would see racks holding picks and hammers nailed to the wall of this small cavern. Floor looks to be covered with rock dust and tracks. It does kind of wind out into different directions here, like one going northeast and two other directions heading south. And Alara, you are by yourself in the cave, as everyone else is kind of at the mouth of it, still looking down at you.
So is there, like, are the tracks split evenly, or are them all going in one direction, or are they all the same types of tracks, or...
Give me a survival check.
Please.
Oh,
Fuck me.
with a natural one. Not used to cave tracks. There's a number of them, and they're all kind of muddied up, just wandering over the place. Can't really tell where they're going, or it seems like they're just wandering throughout the caves here.
Okay. I'm just gonna go straight ahead then. I kneel down and I draw an arrow in the dust. the direction I'm going.
As soon as Alara's out of the light, you guys can't see her. So Alara, yeah, you're down here. And you would notice, I would say you would notice to your east, there would be, looks to be a little glimmering even in your dark vision.
Okay.
But it looks like it
So I guess
winds
I
and
go to the
turns,
east. Yeah.
All right.
And just before, I just
Draw a little arrow.
draw
on
a
the
little
ground.
arrow in the dust. And hopefully they see it.
Fair
Seb is
enough.
leading them, so
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that he will see.
All right. And you guys wouldn't see Alara anymore, and you kind of just creep down behind her. Alara, as you enter this next chamber, which looks like it twists around, the floor of this east end is a dusty cave, 5 feet higher than the rest of the cave. A rocky ridge separating the two areas. There are 2 slopes kind of on either side going up. Picks and shovels leaning against the ridge. You do see small gem deposits along the ridge, and the walls of this cave kind of just gleam a little seductively towards you.
Nice.
As Alara pops out of sight, Phineas will message her. Be careful. Don't take any unnecessary risks.
Okay. I don't know if I can send a message back.
You hear that in your head, Phineas.
I'll send it again. Oh, yeah, by the way, you can respond. I heard that. You can respond this too.
Good to know.
Can I use tremor sense?
To what end? Just to kind of see what's around you. What's the range on the...
It's a good question. I don't really know too much about it. I thought it was just like sensing creatures.
It is, but there should be a range on it.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
60 feet, I believe.
60 feet.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Fair enough. Absolutely. So you can kind of sense the direction that Alara is moving. And kind of as you all would come down here, you all would see the same area. Alara is starting to spend a little bit of time with the gems. As Alara, you would notice the light kind of starting to shine down. And yeah, you would see this area kind of filled with tracks and an arrow written in the dirt.
Follow the arrow.
Is Alara purposely just staying out of the light?
Yeah.
All right. Wandering around, Alara, it splits. Looks like one way goes a little further downward, and this one, you can kind of hear the faint dripping of water.
I'm going to go towards the one where the water is.
All right.
Just do the same thing. Draw an arrow. Toddle off.
All right. As you all are starting to descend this area, Alara, as you wander into there, underground river flowing through the side of this cavern. Looks to be supported by natural stone pillar in the center, right at the water's edge. Between you and the river, though, and kind of right in the corner of this area, you would see 3 halfling-sized gray rodents. Just as you notice them with their long tails and beady eyes, they rush to attack you. As they all jump out towards you. 2 of them are kind of wet, but the other one looks like it was digging in the corner there. And we're going to roll initiative.
Yep.
Zandris is already on there somehow? When did
I am?
I don't know. I'll get ready. Or you can re-roll again and it'll just,
Why am I listed as Dwergar Paladin test?
Because it's a test.
That's interesting.
I can change it.
Is it the wrong token? Is that
Yeah.
okay? There we go.
All right. So with that, let's say the rest of you guys don't know what's happening in this moment. Kind of just wandering around. You can move, but you're not like urgent at the moment. So Severage, if you wanna walk around, you can.
No, we're just slowly walking through.
And the rest of you would see, especially with the light of Severage's lantern, glimmering rocks all along the space here. This is definitely probably at one point a flourishing gem mine. So Severage, it's kind of just meandering, taking your time, looking at things, as the rest of you are in this moment. The three rats lunge towards Alara. And all bite at you, almost not quite in unison, but they are not holding back. Getting a 21, a 19, and a 23 to hit.
It's all hit.
As Alara takes 13 points of piercing damage.
Okay, that's not bad.
Oh, wait. I'm going to take all that back.
And don't forget the 10
Oh,
HP.
would they be a
Because-
disadvantage?
No, because
They can't see
they
you.
wouldn't see you. You would see them look up at you in your direction, ready to kind of hiss and chitter. So actually, we don't. We'll hold off on the initiative. We might go down there. Alara, what are you doing? You do
Would
see
I
these
be
three
able
rats
to
looking
try
aggressive.
and sneak back?
Absolutely, give me a stealth
Stealthily.
check. Yeah.
Oh, please, 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 please.
It was a false initiative, guys. As with a 14. Also, you're invisible. They don't notice you. And Alara would sneak away. He would come into the light over there.
Yeah.
As you know, the rats are there. So I'm not gonna waste those initiatives. I'll let you guys keep those. And we'll just save that for later.
Well, you know
I
what's
just
going
put
to
a
happen.
big X in the dust at the entry of that way.
You would see Severage for that moment in the light. As Severage, she would just kind of appear out of the darkness.
Hello.
As she draws an X in the ground, pointing that way.
Back it up.
Go the other way. Alric, you're in the way.
Right,
Move
it's
back.
fine now.
As Alara heading southward. I gotta remember that. You would see south of here benches and tables set up as workspaces where miners probably clean any gemstones they find. Do see gravel and pebbles strewn about the ground. Scattered across the floor, hammers, picks, and a few broken lanterns. And that's what you would see here. And the cave continues on.
Okay. Let's go.
As you're
Everything-
creeping along.
Everything went dark for me.
What?
You just kind of
Because your
disappeared.
token
Wait.
disappeared. Get you a new
Oh,
token.
it's an abyss.
Come on. Oh, and now I'm bigger.
Oh, it's
Nice.
a waterfall.
But Alara, as you get there, sorry, I was getting a token for Malverick. You see wooden planks and struts from a walkway along the wall, kind of seemingly bottomless vertical shaft. You do see a narrow waterfall cascading down the northeast wall. The sound of rushing water loud in the confined space. but that's probably from the little stream that you had seen previously.
Was the arrow direction a dead end? I didn't go all the way down there.
It wasn't a dead end.
It's not
That was
safe.
where the gems were, the little gem area.
Okay.
And
We should probably.
yeah, you
We
can
should
see
probably-
Alara as you're there. Sorry, to the south or to the north and down that shaft, you can kind of see another more walkways about 30 feet down.
We should probably check for traps.
Alara's not checking for traps at all. She's just walking around. She's invisible.
No. I'm just walking.
And Alara, you would see
What's
this mechanism here creaking as a bucket kind of lift. Looks like it can descend to the floor of a small cave where peeking down leads in 2 different directions below you. I'll just move you guys down a little bit.
I'll just make my way back
All right.
to everyone.
And this is the area where there's kind of tables and there's a sorting area in here. And you would see Alara come out of the darkness.
Hey.
Okay.
You're okay? Everything?
Yeah.
What'd you find?
Yeah, fine. Well, there's a bunch of rats, very, very big rats, out the path where I put the big X. So just don't go there. They're very angry. There's this wooden bridge type thing, like walkway along here, and there's a bloody big ass hole. With things down there, and there's a mechanism that's like a lift. So I assume everyone's downstairs, so to speak.
You could see the more kind of railings further down in the big hole. Not the bucket lift area, but like 30 feet down.
Yeah, Malric, how deep do these things usually go?
Mines?
Yeah.
They can go very deep. Miles.
Oh. Like, then you wouldn't be able to see the sky at all, huh?
No,
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool.
First time I see the sky is when I come to the surface.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Super cool. So we're going down? Yeah?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Are you okay, Phineas?
Oh, super.
The ceilings in
Yeah,
here are probably about 7 feet tall, also.
Super cool. Well, let's get going.
All right. I can easily just move you guys over there. Yeah, you would see... I mean, you guys aren't in the hole, but, you know, it's not dangerous there. As it's... Yeah, you could see that waterfall, and it's kind of... In this small space, that waterfall is just echoing about, as you probably have to yell to hear each other.
All right, the safest way for us to get down there is probably just to jump.
And that's where we want to go?
I mean, that's what
And how do we get back up?
Well, I can just fly up.
Yes, you can, but you want to jump down the hole?
I'm just trying to problem solve here. Problem, we're up here. We gotta get down,
It
right?
looked like there was
What?
a bucket lift over there, Laura. It was like
Yeah.
kind of just like
There's
Some point.
something over here.
Why do we have to get down?
Because what
What's
we were
that?
looking for is not on this level.
How do we know this?
Because we did not find it.
Because I've checked.
Everywhere?
If you would like to explore, we can wait.
No, I
Bucket lift sounds good.
I believe you.
yeah, it's a bucket lift.
Like a
How big
bucket.
is the bucket?
Like it's
Like
it's essentially like a large half of a barrel cut in half, and
One
Oh,
at a
that's
time.
plenty big.
and you can probably fit 2 people tightly, but it just lowers down.
Are there
Okay.
multiple buckets on the same thing? or
No,
is it
there's
just
one, so
one
you
bucket?
gotta lower it, raise it, lower it, raise it. It's a process.
And it's and Mallory, it's a miles deep.
You can't see the bottom.
You're saying how deep can they get? They can get miles deep. I don't know if this one is probably for the surface folk. It's not miles deep.
I'm gonna throw a tiny rock down the. Oh no, wait, no, I'm not, because that's gonna make a lot of noise. I'm gonna go like I'm
Well, there's
going to, and then
waterfall.
I'm gonna
There's a
stop.
waterfall. You probably wouldn't be able to
Yeah, the
hear
waterfall
it anyway.
waterfall is definitely. I don't have waterfall noise, but I do have wind. Just imagine that's a waterfall.
There were people here working the mine. It's probably not that deep.
Okay.
Are you nervous?
Well, it's better than a couple miles.
Don't be nervous.
I would be nervous. I got you with me.
Well, like you say, this is easy.
Yeah, easy. Huh. Who's
Okay,
first?
I think it's a matter of who, because we need someone to lower the bucket, but also be able to get down there.
Well, I can just jump or fly down.
Are you strong enough to do it?
Phineas flexes a little bit. And nothing happens.
It looks like a well-engineered piece of machinery.
Yeah.
You know.
So you could probably use it from the bottom too.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, how'd you get up?
Exactly.
Okay, well,
And, like you can see that rope pulley system. Actually, you can, because the pulley system goes with the bucket, so you can just use the bucket yourself to get down and up. So,
Solid engineering.
yep, solid engineering.
let's go.
All right, who's first? No, Laura.
Yep, I'll go first.
Well, if we think we can operate it from the bottom, then why don't we just all jump and then we'll take it back up? It'd be a lot
I
faster
don't
just to
think
jump.
all of us could survive the jump.
No, I just make everybody fall real slow.
Do we value time or resources?
No, I can do it for free.
Well, once.
Phineas, weren't you the one who asked me not to take unnecessary risks?
It's not a risk. It's
Does sound kind
calculated.
of fun.
You do see a
As a
walkway
player,
over there.
that sounds like a
it's
lot of fun.
it's only 30 feet down and about
Great.
20 feet away.
I would like to try it.
You could it's like right over there essentially, and just down 30 feet. You totally could.
Okay.
Some Tom Petty in the background. I'm free, free falling.
Is that what you guys are doing? Going for the jump?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna bunch you guys up together, as that is one way to do it. You all get ready to jump, hopefully simultaneously, as Phineas, you ready your feather fall spell. As you can just fly over there anytime. But Phineas, you ready your feather fall, and
Someone
you
counter spells, you know.
you do jump. As actually, it's 30 feet down. As you all would land
Counterspell.
over here. Gonna kind of bundle you guys up. Phineas, you can kind of fly. As you're skipping a lot of stuff here. But you would see more. You all just. What does your feather fall look like as everyone starts to fall slowly down this area? There's the waterfall.
The wind kind of like circles underneath everybody, and just like spectral feathers just kind of circle and just keep everybody just drifting down.
And it looks like here. I didn't mean to put a lar in the back, but this goes upward, and that is the tunnel's downward slope where you're all standing, and where it opens up into the central shaft where you guys are. Wooden walkway on here looks to extend to another opening, and then runs westward to another tunnel of rock. In front of you, you do see a bucket like the one that you saw earlier with the lift, dangles from a taut rope that stretches southward across the shaft, connected to another wooden platform 15 feet away, down here, that you didn't see previously. Looking down, nothing but darkness. Looking above you, underneath the walkway where you were just on, you can see a trio of kobolds sawing away at the underside of it. Just like they didn't even notice you. They're just working, sawing, and just doing their best to cut with like knives. They're not even using saws. They're using knives and like rusty scimitars.
It doesn't look like they were specifically trying to sabotage us.
No, just in general. They didn't even know you guys
Yes,
were
I
there.
could take this away.
Because it was so loud, you can't hear anything. So they're just like, oh, whatever. Let's cut this thing. That's what we're supposed to do. They don't even notice you as you're below them. They're just focused on their work.
So there's definitely kobolds here.
But definitely kobolds there. You would notice this area kind of goes into two different spaces. Let's see, Phineas, as you're there. Let me double check which one this is. Yeah. As you're kind of looking in this small chamber here, Phineas, a fossilized skull partially jets out of the eastern wall of that small chamber, 5 feet off the ground. The skull has larger than normal eye sockets, curious ridge between its eyes. Absolutely nothing that would pass for a nose. 4 small holes where you would expect to see teeth.
Oh.
And you would see that skull embedded into the wall down here.
Ever come across anything like that before?
You probably have to get closer to inspect it. And it just kind of like strikes you as odd. But if you want to inspect it, you can.
I look back at the rest of the party. Are you guys moving this way?
You don't have. You'd have to. Are you yelling at them?
I'm just kind of looking back and seeing what they're doing.
They look like they're looking at you, I guess. Or what do you guys? Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I think that I would be kind of looking over at Phineas because he's over on the other side, and I'm just waiting to see if he's gonna kind of motion us to come over, or if he's gonna come back over, or what his plan is, because he's currently split.
Because the side where I'm at is higher than them, right? Or is it lower than them?
No, it's the same level.
At the same level.
Mm-hmm.
And this rope that goes across, it's another bucket lift.
Yep. And the bucket's
Or
on
it's
the
like
other. The bucket's on the other side.
And it just goes kind of left to right.
Just goes left to right. You just kind of pull yourself across. It's the other half of that barrel, essentially, that they tied to the rope.
Can I check underneath this walkway if there's also kobolds at work sabotaging it?
Absolutely. As you kind of look below, kind of peeking down, looking through the boards here. Give me a perception check.
Not gonna lie, there's a part of me that wants to Eldritch Blast the ones above us.
You totally can. With a 12, you don't see any kobolds there.
In case that's a fail, can I add some guidance?
It is not a failure.
Okay.
12 is good. It is loud in here, so you don't hear anything. But other than the rushing waterfall. You kind of see one of the kobolds up there is laughing. Like one of them just told a funny joke, but you don't know. You don't hear the laughter.
Should I
Off this walkway?
attack them, or do we let them continue to sabotage the boardwalk?
I mean, I don't think there's any reason to attack them.
Well,
It's
watch
their-
them
it's
fall.
their home.
But
It's their home.
The boardwalk is kind of important.
I believe
we might need it later.
it is our job to get them out of this home, no?
Oh, yeah, true.
Doesn't have
Oh.
to be by force.
How else?
I'll
do you
You
message-
do
guys
it?
are just yelling
um,
to each other. It's like you're in a club, you know?
Well, we're standing kind of next to each other, but we're still yelling.
Yeah.
But we don't have to yell like across the thing.
Right, right.
I'll point up at one of the kobolds. Hey, you should probably stop that. This isn't your house. And I'll cast message.
Okay.
We don't hear that, right?
No, it looks like he's just kind of whispering to himself.
I just told him to stop. Don't worry. They'll listen.
I think we might be going
You see the
into a
kobold
fight.
looking around. You would see it point at you guys.
Tia
It
waves.
kind of mouths something. It'll wave back. Kind of looks like it starts to have a conversation with the others, and points down there. And all three of the kobolds look towards all three of you, or all of you guys.
I'll message him.
All
Hey,
of
where's your
mouth
your
agape.
boss?
Points to the opening where Severage is.
That's good.
Hey, we're
You
we're
get to get
going
off this walkway.
we're going the right way. Boss is down this way. Thank you.
They kind of shrug. They keep sawing. You guys head down this
Oh
little
god, I
tunnel.
want to Eldritch Blast him so bad.
They look so
What's a
confused.
friendly?
They are so confused right now. So you guys heading down this little shaft here?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. The nice kobold said that's the way we need to go.
As you start wandering down with this light, Severage showing or shining. Is Severage leading the way this time?
Unless somebody's hurriedly trying not to.
Fair enough.
It's just the order we were in.
I think Alara and Malverick would kind of enjoy the darkness. But
For the record, I do think allowing them to continue to saw the boardwalk might come back and haunt us, but I suppose we shall allow it.
as you start making your way, though, Severage and Phineas and you guys in the front would notice lurking in this dusty tunnel are 3 skittish kobold. One of them looks like they carry a threadbare satchel and wears a fake pair of dragon wings made of thin wood and tattered white cloth. This kobold immediately raises hands in surrender, saying in common, "Oh, we mean you no harm. Please, don't hurt us."
Did you say? Oh, well, I'm not there.
You can, yeah, you guys at the outside, you can keep wandering in if you want. It's cramped space in here.
Did you say that the fellow with the fake wings was a kobold?
Yep.
But don't kobolds have wings?
Nope, not you. Some of them do. Some that are more touched with draconic bloodline. As this one here kind of looks out and scratches his head, he'll also raise up his hands. We don't mean you any harm, sorry. We're just busy here. Another one.
If you don't mean any harm, why are you sawing the logs off of the boardwalk?
And looks to the other one. Oh, my apologies. That was merely a security measure. People tend to, well, come after kobolds like us.
You're quite articulate for a kobold.
I have been
Did you
blessed.
write the sign on the outside?
I most certainly did. I have been blessed with superior intelligence to my fellows.
I see. And those beautiful wings you got.
Oh, I made them to display my superiority over the fellows here. I'm sorry. Did not mean to alarm you. They are, not real. I know they look it.
You smell
Yep.
wine.
Is this guy being like genuinely apologetic, or
Give me an insight check.
Condescending.
As he kind of like holds still his hands up.
Zero?
Zero.
With a zero. You've never really talked to a kobold before, especially one like this, so it's kind of weird.
I trust him?
The everlasting winter has made the wilderness unsafe for my kind, and the preternatural cold dulls our wits. Please, we only want a place to stay so we can keep out of this horrible weather. We can work. We won't cause trouble. Tourmaline would be better for having us. Richer even.
Oh, I'm sure as long as you're providing, the resources from the mine, that would actually be beneficial. Yeah.
Yes, we can work for food. We can work for shelter. Anything that would better our people.
So you're saying you want to work this mine in cooperation with the people from Tourmaline?
If it would be amenable to your town speaker, I would certainly not mind. Introductions, I am so sorry. I am Trex. Over there is Zerk and Vought, the leader of this humble troop, and he kind of tries to do a bow, hands still up the entire time.
I don't like him.
I really, really, really want his story to check out. But there's no way, right?
Why not?
As you're contemplating...
Seems logical.
Yeah, as you're contemplating speaking to this kobold Trex, that'll be a good spot for us to take our little 5-10 minute break. And we'll pick up at about 45 after, at the latest, hopefully. That sounds amenable.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll be back here in a
Part
few.
of me still wishes I shot those kobolds.
Yeah, there's still time. Find out if we're going to shoot some kobolds in 10 minutes or so. So we'll be back. All right, folks. So welcome back to our Rime of the Frostmaiden. Our heroes, after being accompanied by another individual, Andres, decided on their way to another town, East Haven, stop by Tourmaline and finally deal with their mine problem after skipping over it like 3 times. Even the town crier was tired of calling it out. But delving down, skipping through, seeing uh, kobolds actually starting to sabotage part of a walkway, you all met with another kobold, Trex. Seemed to talk pretty eloquently and talked about coming to terms and trying to work for Tourmaline. That's where we're going to pick up. Yeah, so as I was saying, they would be richer for having us. Eh?
Well, they
Sounds like a good
certainly
plan to
won't
me.
be poor.
I mean, they would
Sounds
still
like
get
a
all
good
the resources from the mine, and they would have time to do other stuff.
Exactly. You can see how my kind wouldn't be welcome in a town like Tourmaline, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or any town.
Or any town, exactly. So, uh, lucky that you all came and didn't attack first. Could just take us there. Give us an audience with the town speaker or something, and we'll work it all out.
Yeah, I
You're not going
suppose
to try
introductions
and
could be
lead
made.
us through some traps, are you, on our way back up?
Oh, I think they still have a day or so till they are done sawing the boards up there. I could tell them to stop.
Yeah, let's go talk to the town speaker.
Sounds wonderful.
I do want to insight check that there's like no other traps, like that they're not hiding
Yeah,
anything for our way back
give
up.
me an insight check.
Seems legit.
Yeah. Speaking to this kobold, they sound pretty sure of everything.
All right. Very well. We will assist you.
Wonderful. I am glad we have come to terms. I wouldn't want this relationship to get off on the wrong foot to start.
I don't know what is happening.
We can't promise anything, though. It's not our decision to make in the end, and you seem to have an idea of what the townspeople in the area are like.
Yeah, we're just gonna get you an audience, and if you do anything funny, we'll put you down.
Of course, as would be your right with our lowly kind.
Well, we didn't say nothing about that.
Are you looking for a better place in life or just a better place to live?
Yes. To both of those, why not?
Interesting. We'll see how it goes with the town and how we can better improve from there.
Of course, we'll follow your lead. Wouldn't do anything untoward. You have my word.
This makes no sense to me.
Shady, shady, shady.
Either.
Hey,
Where
Trex.
did you learn how to speak so well?
I was just blessed with greater intelligence than my fellows.
That's
It
not what I
happens.
asked. I asked where you learned to speak.
Oh,
A human child, if raised by wolves, won't be able to speak English, like won't be able to speak the language because they were never taught it. I'm not
Turns out.
questioning their intelligence.
no,
Yeah, I know, but you're special, Seb.
I watched some people. Well, it took some time, and I eventually learned. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes we are born with these inherited abilities. Some can cast magic. I was gifted with eloquent speech.
And pretty darn good writing as well.
Yes.
Was that your writing on the sign?
Yes, it was. Did you enjoy the little rose at the bottom of the Y? A little touch I like to add to certain characters.
Plus some beautiful
Yeah.
calligraphy.
Thank you.
Can I do an inside check?
Absolutely. They haven't told one single truth since you've been talking to them.
Oh,
I
man.
figured.
Oh.
course. Why the fuck am I not surprised?
The other kobolds are like, yeah, we work mine. We just want a place to stay. That'll be great. We don't mind. Or we can mine.
This sounds terrific to me.
Oh, so are you saying it's not the mine that's near and dear to your heart? That you'd be willing to do other work too?
We're okay. We just like to work okay in the dark, so why not?
Hmm.
Yes,
Well,
we
take things on.
are very used to the darkness.
Is it just Trex who's lying, or are the others being untruthful as well?
I would say with Alara's check, it just seems Trex is lying.
Oh.
But only Alara knows.
Look, hun, I don't
Yes.
trust you as far as I can throw you.
Oh, well, I'm sorry if
Which
I
isn't saying
offended.
much because I could probably throw you a fair decent way. Why have you been lying to us this entire time?
About what?
Wait, he
About
hasn't been
every
lying to
single
us.
thing that has fucking come out of your mouth.
You were about to.
He hasn't
Sorry.
been lying to us. What are you
No,
talking about?
I'm
No, Trex.
Been lying
Trex,
to us,
have you been lying to us, Trex? Come
absolutely not. I
Uh,
am merely looking for a place in this world that will take our weary souls and.
on. I cast detect thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Surface thoughts. Oh,
Yep.
oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh.
Oh man, Trex, I really wanted to believe you.
No, what do you
Yeah.
mean? I've led these kobolds for some time. Yeah, he got real smart. Got hit with a head with a rock, and he was real smart after that.
He got real smart.
I guess it's time for a change in leadership.
What do you mean? But no, I am the leader of these troops. We wouldn't have it any other way, isn't that right, Vought? Yeah, Trex is so smart. He's led us pretty good.
Wolf among sheep.
Since when has he been leading you so good?
I got hit with a head like a month back or something. Yes, it was something like that. I got hit in the head. It fell down a bit of a hill, and now I am smarter. Yes, blessed by the gods, as they were, or are.
I'm gonna.
What was you thinking about? Is that
Surface thoughts would just be.
I'll push in on that if I need to. Actually, I will. I'll
Yeah.
push in on that one.
What is it? An intelligence check? Go ahead and link detect thoughts, if you will.
I will.
It's a complicated one. Versus, does it have to make an intelligence save? It makes a wisdom save. That's all it does.
What is happening? We are here to clear out the mine. Are we doing this?
Yeah, probably.
You want to parade them in front of the
They got a 14.
the town leader?
I
I'm gonna cast Psychic Friends on the intelligent one again with the wings.
Okay. As he's like, why are you trying to pry into my brain? I have seen so much. You wouldn't want to go in there.
Oh, trust me, bud, we've probably seen more.
As you cast friends, you got a minute.
Oh, they failed their save.
There is no save, it just happens.
Oh, okay. So, what plans do you have in the mine?
So it just gives you advantage on charisma checks. You can give me a persuasion check. At advantage.
Persuasion. All right.
An 11.
Oh, that was a bad roll.
We were looking for some place to get out of this nasty weather, and well, do have a predilection for caves. As I said, what's this about lying?
And what traps were you trying to lead us into?
I wasn't trying to lead you into any trap. I was trying to get safe passage to Tourmaline.
Excuse me. Just gonna move right by you real quick. Just gonna, just getting back over here. Excuse me.
He steps back.
Just moving back. Just moving back over here. Excuse me. Oh, watch your feet.
All the way back.
I assure you, I mean you no harm. It was fortune that you came down here. As I said, many others would have just slaughtered us, and, well, I'm glad that is not you.
This is taking up way too much time. We've
Yeah.
already established the fuck is a liar. Just fucking shoot him.
Fair enough.
Do you say that?
Yep.
And be like, no, and he'll draw a blade.
Malverick.
Get him.
Malverick takes out his hammer.
We will roll. We're going to keep that initiative and can have these guys roll initiative.
Aw, I really wanted them to be good.
Severage, you are up first as they all draw blades.
Sorry, bud.
Ooh, he rolled really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get like we're in a crazily narrow hallway.
It is narrow. It's a mine. This is a unfinished mine shaft here.
And the one with wings is the one in front of me.
Yes.
Well, sorry, bud. I guess I will steady aim to take a shot.
Okay. As you kind of get down and away from the guy who just pulled the sword. Uh, 12 just misses.
Unfortunate. Can't get it back if I don't use it. Yeah, I'll save it for a better roll.
All right.
I am stuck.
As that'll take us to Tia, as Sever just kind of gets down and takes a shot with his crossbow. What's Atia do?
There's like a wall behind them, right?
Yeah.
Right. So in the back guy, right where he is, I'm going to create bonfire.
On the other kobold?
Yeah.
Okay. He gets to make a dex save. Is it on his turn? When you cast the spell. Making a dex save right now. He got an 11. Go and roll me that. Roll me that damage, that 1d8. So he'll take 4 points as his feet. Oh, hot, hot, hot. Anything else for Tia?
No, that's good for now.
That'll take us to Alara.
Okay.
It's narrow.
No squeeze. Yeah, it's narrow. No squeeze. There. Let's see. I'm going to cast. What's it called? Hail of Thorns.
Okay. Get an arrow
My
ready.
arrow.
At the moment, you can only see Zerk. Just barely.
And they got kobolds up here too.
I do have kobolds up there. There are 3 up top over here. 30 feet up. They still don't know what's going on. They're still sawing away.
Okay, in that case, I probably would I be able to take back the
Yeah, for
Hail
sure.
of Thorns?
You can get into the hallway
Just do
if
a
you
hunter's
want.
mark.
On this
I
kobold
can't
here.
like even because I wanted to cast Hail of Thorns and then target this fella
You
and then
can.
get both of them.
It would just be a disadvantage attack if you're there because of Zerk.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can hunter's mark Zerk.
Oh, hunter's mark Zerk.
He will have some cover on you, so plus, I'd say he's got like 50% cover, so he's gonna have +5 to his AC.
Okay.
That will hit him.
And I'll use Frighten as well.
Yeah. As you shoot him right between the eyes, as his head gets pinned to the wall and lops off. Just, "Rah!"
Nice.
Anything
Okay,
else
end of my
for-
turn.
Alright. That'll take us to Phineas.
Phineas will shoot that guy, level 1 magic missile.
Alright. For 10 points of damage. As your magic missiles swirl around and all beam onto Trex, his tattered remains fall to the ground as he's fallen.
Oh.
The other kobold, wait, that's hot.
That'll be it for my turn.
All right. Let me double check one thing. As Trex's body falls to the ground, you would see a blue spectral spirit rise up out. Humanoid more so, like a gaunt, older human. and looks directly out towards you all. I told you.
I knew it.
I just needed to get back.
Oh.
And I got the same as they are going to rush towards Severage. They go right at the same time as. I'll just make them go right after Phineas. And Severage, I need you to give me a charisma saving throw. With a 14, you can kind of feel this spectral spirit try to lunge and move into you as you just kind of will yourself to keep the ghost at bay.
Rude.
That'll take us to Andrus.
He ends his turn there. I'm going to step back.
All right.
Oh, this really changes things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn undead.
Okay.
Gonna raise my my kite shield, and the holy symbol starts to glow in a soft blue light, and she needs to make a wisdom save.
Got a 20.
Yeah, that just about makes it.
Yep. Unfortunately, as a little bit of light shimmers out, this ghost does seem to kind of cower a little bit from that and then steal their resolve. Andrus, I do need you to give me a... No, you're good. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
You're good. Anything else for Andrus? Cramped area here.
Yes, it's a ghost! Stop killing the kobolds! That's gonna be it.
Alright.
Actually, I can move out of the way of Malverick
Sure.
a little.
That will take us to
Maybe
Malverick.
that helps.
Yeah, can I get by here?
It is kind of cramped, but it will take, like, essentially difficult terrain. So that
Alright.
So it would take an extra 10 feet of movement. So you could get up to the ghost if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think that's what I want to do.
Alright.
I'm gonna get up to the ghost. I am gonna do a vow of enmity,
Okay.
which is that? It's a bonus action. Okay.
Yep.
And then I'm going to hit. And I can decide to smite after, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, still working on that.
But,
Okay,
well, it's a bonus action to smite now.
it is a bonus action to smite.
Right. You just do
Okay,
it after you hit still, though.
Then I am not going to do the channel divinity
Okay.
vow of enmity because I want to smite.
Fair enough. Give me a swang.
Smite, smite.
A 20 will hit.
Yeah.
They are immune to being knocked prone,
Figured as much.
as your weapon kind of goes through them a little bit, dealing less than optimal damage. But popping on a smite does 11 more damage.
Is
Yes.
is it an undead?
Yeah, so they yeah, it's a ghost.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. I mean, a
Yeah.
ghost is dead. I didn't know an undead. I think of as
It's,
Zombie.
dead.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, they were dead at one
Ghost
point.
Still dead.
It's just they've been unalived and then undeaded.
Mhm.
Anything else for Malverick as you shine this light or this kind of like dull light kind of pulses and starts to tear away their form.
That's it.
That'll take us to this kobold. Hat. And we'll kind of just take cover there. What? What? They're gonna look really confused and just hide. They're not good at hiding. But that will take us to Severage.
I will put the crossbow away and attack using Yeti magic.
Okay.
Attack the wisp.
15
No, the
does
wisp is
hit.
the spell.
Yeah.
Attack the ghost for 4 points of radiant damage.
4 points of
Mm.
As I accidentally just typed 4. They aren't looking too good. It's 21 minus 4. I can do math. Anything else for Severage?
No, there's nowhere to go. So I am good.
Alright, that'll take us to Tia. In this hallway.
Yeah, decisions. Because their leader is not who they think it was, so we might be able to still use the kobolds if we leave any
This one
alive.
seems scared and just wanted to get out of the fire.
Yeah, which is fair. I will drop concentration on the fire
Okay.
so it can go away. I think I'm going to back up onto the catwalk.
Alright. You would.
And I am going to... I'm thinking about it. I might. I'm going to hold a... Yeah, because cat. I'm going to hold an Eldritch Blast for anything hostile if need be.
Well, the ghost.
Well, yeah, but I don't think the Eldritch Blast will...
It would have pretty good cover.
Actually...
Yeah, you don't know if it would hurt it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of wait to see if like any other kobolds or anything like pop out of anywhere.
Alright.
And then I will use my Eldritch Blast on them, but I'm going to hold it for now.
Fair enough. It will take us to Alara.
I'll step up there. Change my hunter's mark over to the ghosty lady
Alright.
and take a shot.
12 will hit.
Oh, okay. And I'll use psychic damage as well.
Fair enough. As your weapon doesn't do as much as you were hoping. But your... kind of that psychic bit kind of sticks into them. They are not frightened of you, though.
Yeah. And I'll just step back.
As the arrow kind of passes
cover.
through their form. It's just a little residue kind of left in them.
Yep.
Alright.
And
breezy.
I'm end of turn and I'm gonna have to leave.
Alright.
Sorry.
No worries. Well, Alara will be in good hands. She will not be the possessed one, I promise.
Okay, thank you. Okay, see you guys.
Alright, we'll see you next week.
See ya.
See ya.
And that will take us to Phineas.
Phineas will point at her with his wand and a spectral talon to try and reach out at her.
Alright.
Hopefully she takes necrotic damage.
We'll find out. If you even hit.
If I even hit.
If you even hit.
Chill touch.
A
Natural 20.
Natural 20. As it seems to just add to their own spectralness. They are immune to the damage.
Very good. I had to experiment.
You learn
What
something
a waste
about
of a
ghosts.
nat 20.
We'll say it scratches, it leaves a big hole in the wall, and chunks of gems fall out. I don't know.
Oh.
Why not?
We'll scoop that up.
Loose
I need
gems.
to pick those up later.
Anything else for Phineas?
I don't know. We should give it back to the townspeople.
Everybody looks good
Or
now.
during my cat's bed.
Yeah.
That'll be it.
Alright. That will take us to the ghost. The ghost is going to... It's the best chance they got. Let's see something real quick. No. So they are going to... reach out and try and touch Malverick. You will know what it means to die. As they try to just grab onto you.
Okay.
Getting a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
As Malverick, you take 16 points of necrotic damage.
Whoa. Ain't nothing.
That's a lot.
That's a chunk. That will take us to Andrus.
Just gonna step back into the hallway. Dang. The only ranged thing I have is necrotic damage.
Did you take Toll the Dead?
Yep.
Yep.
It's a good cantrip.
It is.
What kind of damage was that? Sorry,
Necrotic.
necrotic. Okay.
I guess I could squeeze in here. Just about. 30 feet of movement.
Yeah. I'm gonna give her some AC from where you're positioned, though.
Oh yeah, totally. And I'll try the new and improved True Strike on her.
Okay. It's a good spell.
So, we'll see.
16 will just hit her,
Oh, nice.
even with the good cover.
So that's some 7 radiant damage.
All right. What does your True Strike look like as you cast it and use it?
In a fluent motion, he takes the quarterstaff from his back. The tip of it lights up in a golden radiant energy, and then he just swings it in an arc over the top of Malric's head against the ghost.
All right. As it just kind of whiffs away part of their form. Anything else for Andrus?
That's gonna be it.
That will take us to Malverick.
How's this thing looking?
Like a ghost.
Yeah.
They look dead.
Yep.
They look like
Yep.
bits of them have been torn off.
Just gonna take another hit.
All right.
You're gonna get a natural 20 on this one. I have an important
12 does hit. pulling out the
important
war
natural
pack.
20.
And I'm gonna do
Okay.
another...
Okay. So roll, or no, you don't roll anything else. Just add a D8 or an 8 to that, because it is a crit automatically.
Why is it automatically a crit?
Because suddenly you get filled with this surge of perfect fluid motion. Phineas, you describe it. What does it look like as you use the portent?
I just kind of see it happen, and it just kind of happens the way I see it.
All right.
Where Malverick just perfectly lines his shot up and hits. So if you would do any kind of smiting on it, it would be double 2, right?
Yep.
I'm definitely planning on smiting.
Okay. So it automatically does 15
Nice.
points of damage. So roll smite twice. for the crit damage. Plus 9 plus 11, so plus 20. 35 points of damage as you strike with your war pick, and this light just kind of splits this ghost in two as they are just crumpled and shredded to the ground.
What the fuck was that?
Phineas just kind of has a "that's so Raven" moment. Wow.
Awesome
That's so
reference.
Raven. Yeah, pun intended. I love it.
As we're gonna hop out of initiative there, as Vought, the only surviving member, is like, I don't know what that was. It was weird. Trex was always just smart, and I didn't know that was inside of him or how it got there.
Where did he get hit in the head?
Over the hills by the big snowy hill thing.
In the mine.
No, over the big white hill. He said it was called something.
Yep. But not
That's
in
what
here.
most things are called.
Yeah, not in here. And he was like, oh, we can go hide out there.
Aaron.
We're like, okay.
Can I take a quick look at the two unconscious / dead kobolds? See if they're not completely dead.
This one. Give me a medicine check.
I know one of them got super obliterated.
Yeah.
I'll throw some guidance on that. 10.
Yeah. This one is super duper dead.
Oh.
I would say in the time you get there. We'll roll for it. No.
Ah, well.
Trex is dead. Trex and Zerk are dead. Just Vought remains. I didn't know what any of that was about. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. Are there any areas down here you're not allowed to go?
No, he just said just make sure we're just looking for shiny stuff, kinda. I don't know. Trying to make our home. We were gonna dig out and make it a little bit bigger down here.
Am I standing on Drex?
Yeah.
Can I pick up one of his fake wings and hand it to the other guy? I guess you're in charge now.
Okay. And you just kind of like.
I want to pick up some gems while everyone's paying attention to the kobolds.
Okay. Roll me a D100. Those the ones that slammed against the wall there.
Ooh, nice.
82. Gotta go back to this thing. You find a single pebble-sized tourmaline worth 1 gold.
Damn.
But is it shiny?
It is shiny.
I mean, that's all that matters.
This is
I
a
guess.
tourmaline mine.
I am gonna tuck it in with the carved pearls that no one knows I have.
Is that fair enough? I'm sorry, but what Trex was saying sounds pretty right. We can do work for your town of Terma or whatever.
Tourmaline.
Yeah, whatever he said.
So you don't really care about the mine, do you?
I still have detect thoughts up. What's is he telling the truth?
He'd be like, I don't know what to do. That's what his head's saying.
Oh.
Yeah, he's more trustworthy than Drex.
We could still bring you to the town speaker. If
Okay.
you want that.
I mean, that sounds better unless we got nowhere else to go.
There's also a large structure far to the west, inhabited by kobolds.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to talk about it. I don't know what to do. Going to a town sounds nice. You guys got fires there. Looks all warm and there's food. I want
I'm
that.
going to need, we're going to need your friends to stop dismantling the walkways.
I can go talk to him and
And
tell him
we're
to
going to
stop.
need you to and we're going to need you to tell us what traps lie ahead when we go to leave the mine.
Oh, there shouldn't be any traps. I think the only trap we were setting was I, you got Greg and Small up there, and then on the other side you have Scorp and Thrip. They were the ones, and Maine. They were the ones that were sawing up there. But I think Greg and Small were cooking dinner.
That's all of you? Just the five of you?
Yeah, yep.
Well, perhaps we shall go back to town and let them know that the problem is dealt with. We still have other issues that we need to go deal with. And I'm
Oh,
going to kind of look over at Malverick because we have to still go deal with his issue.
or hey, whatever you guys want. We'll follow along. We go to your town or whatever. I don't know what to do. But I got a
Uh,
wing, I guess. Yeah, that'll work.
well, I don't think we know the way back out. We kind of just jump down. I mean, I can just fly up, but
Oh,
everyone keeps reminding me that they can't fly.
or I
Well,
can't
there's the
either.
bucket.
Yeah, we take the buckets.
Yeah, but you can lead the way out.
Okay. Sure. Kind of like scoots timidly past you guys. I can
And
go.
maybe gather your friends so
I can go let
everybody
Greg and
knows it's time to
Small
leave.
to not attack because they were also kind of on guard duty.
Well, they're doing a great job.
I'll let them
We
know.
did bypass them.
I'll go let them know and gather up everyone, and we'll meet you up top.
Terrific plan.
Okay. I was like just kind of scoots by, holding the wing still, and he'll disappear up top.
We just shattered his entire world.
Yep.
But his world was a lie all along.
Well, now he
It's
holds
like
his
the
own
cape.
destiny in his hands.
Shall we follow them back up?
Only one way up.
There is only one way up.
I fly up.
They might just run away from us right
There's
now.
two ways up. If you look up there,
Uh,
and this moment they're still sawing away. He hasn't quite got. It'll take him a minute to get up there. But if you want to do any
Right,
exploration,
well,
you can.
Phineas hasn't said anything about that skull, has
He
he?
hasn't.
Oh, yeah. No, I do want to look at that skull. There's a skull over here. Across the way over here, there's like a skull. It's got no nose, some holes on its mouth.
Really?
Ah,
I would like to take the bucket a trip across to go look at the skull with Phineas.
Okay, there is a crank mounted on each platform that kind of helps move that. It's only big enough to hold one medium creature or two small creatures.
oh, crank.
All right.
All right.
As
Well, it's
you,
actually not too bad. It's
it
actually
just
pretty
takes
easy.
it just takes a moment to get across. It looks like the rope could very easily break, though.
Oh.
But you make it just fine.
This might be just a one trip back over and whatnot. I don't know if I would trust the rope for a second trip.
I will inspect this skull.
All right. Give me an Arcana check. I would say Tia can as well.
A 16.
16. Very nice.
Below average roll.
It's still nice.
Yep.
Tia, you've never seen anything like this before. However, yes, Phineas, as you suspected, this comes from a mind flare, and it's kind of like half embedded into the wall, fossilized.
Huh. This mind flare skull. Why would it be here and underground? Fossilized. That's
Better yet, is that what the kobold was looking for?
are they looking? They're looking for something?
Well, they said something about wanting to go back home.
I'll dust off the skull and see if is it removable or
You can certainly try. It is kind of slightly embedded into the wall. You can try and pry it out.
Can I give him a hand with that, or?
Absolutely.
Oh.
As you two are dealing with that, what is everyone else doing? Just out of curiosity, are you guys just waiting for the others to cross?
Do we have a look at Trex's stuff already?
You did not.
I'll do that then.
Okay. Trex does have
Bodies.
a threadbare satchel. Inside of it, you see a clump of moss, lichen. It's like different shrubbery.
That's like a makeshift herbalism kit.
Yeah. It's, gathered herbs, essentially. Looks like the components for a potion of healing. Should anyone with the herbalism kit be able to make them. All the ingredients right there. You can give me a history check or a nature check if you want.
Sure, let's do history. Oop,
The 20.
20.
These things are said to be grown around Kelvin's Cairn, which is probably the big snowy hill that they were talking about earlier.
The something something.
Yeah, the something something. That's the exact one. Other than that,
cool.
the kobolds have just like rusty blades and poor hide armor.
Okay. I'll pocket the herbs.
All right.
Well, I'll just take the thing.
The satchel also looks like it's human make, not kobold. Like the ghost.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the ghosts. However, meanwhile, as Tia and Phineas go to try and dislodge this skull from the wall, it immediately...
Where nothing bad can happen.
Nothing bad can ever happen. The skull immediately
Wow.
crumbles as soon as you kind of try to put any pressure on it. However, it does reveal a crystal shard of purple pulsing with light embedded into the skull.
That's not ominous at all.
Is that embedded in the wall, or is it kind of pick it up?
No, you can easily pick that one up. You can just, like, it seems like breaking the skull has actually made it to where this crystal is maintainable.
So that was inside the skull, kind of essentially?
Yep.
Oh, sweet. I'll take it.
It's shiny.
I can identify this later.
Kind of glows briefly.
Is it Chardolin?
It is not. It is a bright purple crystal skull. Crystal. It's not a crystal skull. Crystal in the skull.
I can spend 11 minutes with
That
this
would be
later.
a super cool crystal skull if it was like purple.
And a mind flare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you have a shiny little gem.
Shiny little gem.
Mhm.
That's what I'll put it in as.
Tia wants it so bad. For her cat.
I can, as long as it's not dangerous.
Not right now, but
Gem harvested from a skull.
Yep.
What could
from a
possibly
mind
be dangerous
flare
about
skull,
that?
It's a
yes.
skull gem.
Hey, Andres. I'm not cursed, am I?
I don't think so.
All
You
right.
guys
Are
are
you-
just
are you
yelling
worried?
across the area there.
I don't think so.
I guess we'll have to find out later.
All right. So which way's out?
Which way did Vlad go?
Which way do you?
Up this way.
What happens if we go up this way?
I would say at this point you would notice the 3 sawing ones stop sawing and kind of have climbed up. Over there, Tia and Phineas, you would notice sparkling geodes greet you as you kind of glance into the cavern. Gems are partially exposed in places, sticking out from the walls like glassy shards. Floor starts to kind of rise, very similar to other places in here on the eastern wall, leaving a natural ridge with stone leading upwards towards either end.
I would like to grab some gems off of the wall. Gotta adorn my cat, needs a fancy collar or something.
Do you have a miner's pick?
I do not.
There's some upstairs.
Damn it,
Essentially,
I know, I thought, I'm like, I should grab one, and then I didn't.
if you spend an hour in certain places and mine, you can go mining. This can become a mining sim if you want.
Nice.
Don't tempt me.
Yeah.
But I'll just try to kind of surface grab whatever seems loose if I can.
I would say none of them are loose at the moment. It's like, definitely you can tell that there's geodes in this wall. They just need to be pulled out.
Okay. I'm really kicking myself for not grabbing that pick. Because I thought about it. I'm like, I should grab a pick because I feel like this is going to come in handy. And then I didn't.
Yeah, there were 3 spots you guys saw with picks and shovels and stuff. We'll say you can easily
All right.
make your way back. You guys head back, head not back up top because you guys hadn't actually been there previously. But going up the tunnel, it leads you to not quite there. It goes over to a narrow space up here. You would make your way eventually. As this goes down that way. But making your way around, you would come to an opening, some smaller areas of mining there, and eventually make your way over here.
I'm not there.
Oh, you blended in with the other guys because of the red border.
Okay, thank you.
You're good.
It's because Malbrick
there you are,
he's
Malbrick.
a dweeger, so
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
I'm in my element
I'm
here.
a bad guy.
That's exactly.
But kind of making your way up around, you can see table and chairs are set up for this area to kind of create a space of, for the miners to take their breaks. On top of the table, you can see a dead giant rat with a javelin sticking out of it. It's what they were cooking for dinner.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Malric, you ever see a gem like this before?
Have I?
You have not.
No, I have never seen something like this. I was more a metal worker, but I've never seen anything like this.
Oh, I'll check it out later. I was just wondering if you've seen it.
Looks fascinating.
Yes,
Have you seen?
it's-
You haven't seen anything like it, right?
Oh, no, definitely not. Looks like something straight out of a fantasy novel. Not that I read those.
It is really shiny. I look really good in like a staff or something.
What is a
Novels
fan-
are the perfect way to keep your mind sharp, though.
What is a fantasy novel in this world?
Probably like what you think. Probably a fantasy novel, just more
Even more
fantastical.
fantasy.
Yeah, double the fantasy.
Or super mundane?
Yeah,
No, it's a slice of life novel.
Tales from the
Just
office.
about a guy working at a desk.
There's no magic.
there's cars,
In a world without magic, and yeah.
or it's,
I mean,
Plenty
I
of
guess
food.
that
or
way
it's all
games.
No
about
danger.
like a prehistoric setting where like I don't know, dragons all have two heads or something. I don't know.
It's quite fantastical.
But continuing upward, you would see the area does continue northeast, where you do find the bucket landing mechanism still creaking as the bucket lift is, just kind of swaying there up above you. But it does continue northward. Or you take the lift up. Your call.
You guys want to have
So
a quick little peek?
I'll peek.
When has curiosity ever hurt anyone?
Every time.
it hurts the cat, as far as the saying goes, but then generosity usually brings it back.
True. So you guys head northward?
Yes.
All right. As you look around in that area, you would see that a hole in the west side of this chamber opens into the central shaft that you had seen previously. Very small hole, but it's still there, letting in the sound of the waterfall pretty greatly. And the floor in the north end, very similar to the other spaces in here. We've seen these mining areas. This one less glittering, but still there. Looks like it was probably one of the bigger mining spaces. It's kind of a steep wall around the area.
This looks like a spot that has been mined clean, I guess.
No, it's not mined clean. It seems like it sees several areas. It seems like it gets worked regularly. It's the most regularly used ones. You have a greater chance of finding gems here because it's so used.
Any mining equipment around?
There is not in here. Actually, give me a perception check.
Sure.
Looking for mining equipment.
Looking for mining equipment.
Yeah.
22.
With the 22.
Spot a hidden pickaxe.
Yeah. Up top here, you do see a pickaxe and a shovel kind of laying on the ground covered in dust and debris. But kind of up above it, maybe 15, 20 feet up, you would see a large tendril. Not one tendril. Two tendrils. No. 6 tendrils laying against the wall, all attached to a large brain that has a beak at the end of it. As you would see.
Oh shit, guys, up above!
It looks like it's slightly creeping towards you guys as well.
That's
Point at it.
As you would see this thing start creeping towards you all. As you point at it, Jig is up. We're gonna roll initiative.
I was just looking for a pickaxe, man.
You found one. There's one up there.
Well, you rolled too well.
Is this a grell?
It's a grow.
Ah, damn it. Tradition holds.
True. All right. Well, they also rolled shitty.
Thankfully, there's only one of them.
Right. Severage, it's your turn. Up first.
That we see.
Yeah, grab me if you can. I'm gonna run backwards.
It absolutely will try to grab you. Absolutely. Tries to grab out at you with its tentacles. Getting a 12 to hit
12 does not hit.
as you escape its grasp.
Could have just disengaged. I don't have anything else to do with my bonus action, but too late.
Yeah.
I will shoot it.
All right.
Huzzah. How about another 12?
12 is going to miss it. Actually, no, 12 just hits it. I'm sorry.
All right, well, it can just take 7.
It will just take 7 points of damage. As it's about 15 feet in the air at the moment. That will take us to Malverick.
Okay, now I'm going to do the Vow of Enmity.
All right.
Gives me, I think, advantage. And I am going to swing at it with my battle axe.
It is 15 feet in the air. Its
Okay.
tendrils are kind of dangling around.
I see. So I'm not going to be able to reach it with my weapons.
You can throw something.
All right. Then I will. I'll take out a couple of pebbles from my
Yeah, there you go.
from my pouch, and I will cast Magic Stone
So instead of Vow of Enmity.
instead of Vow of Enmity. I'll get it one of these days,
Yep, you're good.
and then I'll throw a stone at it.
Throw that stone.
All right. 4.
4 as the stone slams into the wall, breaking some gems, or not gems, rocks and stuff loose. It'll be easier to mine later, maybe.
Yeah.
Anything else for Malverick?
That's it.
That'll take us to Phineas.
Wonder if this guy will take necrotic damage. I'll reach forward and try and swipe at him with a spectral talon.
All right.
17.
17 will hit him.
17 will hit. For 8 necrotic.
It will take 8 necrotic damage. Or it will. I don't think they have genders.
And I'll move back over here.
All right. That'll take us to
Did it look
Tia.
like it? Did it look like it wanted to grab at me, but it couldn't?
It couldn't because it already attacked it. It used its reaction already on Severage.
So it does have reach.
Of course.
Yeah.
Very long tentacles. That'll take us to Tia, though.
All right, I'm going to use Psychic Force.
All right. It's got to make a intelligence save. What are you wanting it to see?
Oh, it's going to see a very large Bakara again.
All right. As it definitely does. It got an 11. So it will take that now and then on its turn. Let's see, while that the spell. All right. So go ahead and roll me a d6. As it deals damage to him. It will take 1 point of damage as it sees a large cat. You guys don't see the cat, but it does, as it quickly turns to the right for a second. Anything else for Tia?
No, I'll leave that there. Yeah.
All right. I'll take us to Alara. What's Alara going to do? Alara's going to shoot it. Yeah, she'll just take a shot. Nat
Hey.
20. Of course.
Amp.
She does not the psychic damage, just the. Because I think she might only have one more use. I don't know if she would want to use it right now. What do you guys think? Should she use it right now? She does have one more use of it. This is it. If she uses
I
it.
think
Sure, why not?
I think so.
All right. I just don't like using people's resource when they're not here. As she does 17 plus 16 damage to it. Do that math.
We're not gonna fight
30
anything else.
33
today.
points of
33.
damage.
It's only the morning.
Yeah, it's like 11 in the morning. As it kind of gets pinned to the wall there for a second. And she'll stay there. Taking us to surprise guest number 1. Phineas. Out of the waterfall. Another one of these things appears right beside you. This one glowing with greenish pink energy. As
I don't like that.
as it reaches out to tentacly you. At advantage because it was hidden. Getting a 21 to hit, Phineas.
21 will hit.
Just barely, right?
Just barely. As you take 11 points of piercing damage.
If you reverse those, it still hits.
That is true. You take 11 piercing damage. I need a constitution saving throw.
11. Constitution saving throw.
As
It's a 7.
you are paralyzed. And are...
Oh, wait, can I reaction resistance to that? But that's how it works now, right?
You can. That's how that works. Roll me a d4.
Me or
I
your
can do it,
call.
but I think it's you.
Yeah.
4? 11.
I hate you. I don't really. 11 is the DC. It's still going to try to beak you, though.
Don't beak me.
It's going to beak you, getting a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
As you take 10 more points of piercing damage.
Ow.
That'll take us to this other guy. The cat didn't do a whole lot. It wants a sweet little morsel to eat. Actually, I'm going to roll for it. Got options here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5 for the cat. So, not trying to pick on the new guy. This thing floats overhead. And is going to try to tentacle
Okay.
the elven friend. Getting a natural 20?
I mean, yeah.
As you only take 6 points of piercing damage. But I need a constitution
that bad.
saving throw.
Coming up.
Alright. You are grappled and restrained by it. As is Phineas by them. And then it's going to try to beak you. At advantage.
Ow.
Getting a 21 to hit.
Yep.
As you take 10 points of piercing damage. As both Phineas
That's worse.
and Andrus are both intertwined with these tentacles dripping down. I would say now it's in melee range. Because it's just kind of going for Andrus. That will take us to your turn.
Huh. I don't have to waste my action trying to get out of this, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast a second level bless on myself, Phineas, Malverick, and who gets the last one? Tia.
All right. As what does your bless look like?
Similar to the Turn Undead, it's a soft blue light that spreads out to the different targets,
All right.
and you feel like like the luck of the elves is with you.
Anything else for Andrus?
That's all I got.
All right. That will take us to Severage.
There's so
Also
many,
red dot for
but I can
concentration.
only see one.
Yep.
Oh, am I moving? Probably not. Oh, I will take aim and shoot the one that is straight in front of me.
All right. 23 will hit. As you hit this beak brain right in its brain, and it kind of like floats for a moment and then falls right on top of Andrus.
Ew, ew.
As Andrus, you are freed.
All right, those were my available options.
All right. I'll take us to Malverick.
Appreciate it.
All right, so this one by Phineas is he in
Yeah.
melee?
He is entangling Phineas, so he's right on the ledge there, but Phineas is kind of blocking the ledge with his body.
Can I get up to Phineas and try to pull him free?
Yeah, you could move up here and try and pull Phineas. Give me an athletics check. With a 12. Let me check the DC real quick. No. As you try to pull him free, the tentacles are stuck pretty fast to Phineas.
Okay.
Anything else for Malverick? That is your action.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what I think that's it. I'll cast Shield of Faith. No. I'll. Never mind.
All right.
I'm good.
All right. That'll take us to Phineas as you are restrained by this grell.
You know, I don't hate being wrapped up like this as much as you think I would, but I still don't like it that much. I'm gonna cast second level magic missile.
Okay. There you go.
Nice.
Hey,
rolls.
not bad.
18 points of damage from a second level magic missile. That is good. As they all burst into this creature. They didn't like that. You're still grappled.
Yeah.
Anything
That's
else?
my turn.
All right. Taking us to Tia.
Oh my god. I really want to like Eldritch Blast him, but I don't want it to be forced back and then kind of go down and take Phineas with it.
The good news is Phineas can at least fly, but
I can fly.
Yeah.
Usually when you
bad
blast
news
something
is
out of range,
if
it
he
releases
falls,
the creature.
if he falls unconscious there, then he will fall.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about, like the odd chance that he can't fly back.
You don't have to push it with Eldritch Blast. It says you can push it.
I know, I really want to push it though. That's the
I mean, you can do that too.
But I will Eldritch Blast, but I'm not gonna push just because I don't want it to
Okay.
go and take Phineas with it.
All right.
Does a 25 hit?
Yep, sure does. That deals 6 points of force damage and is not pushed away. Anything else for Tia?
I will take a step back in case anyone else wants to get closer to Phineas to give him a hand with something. And then I will end my turn there.
All right, taking us to Alara. She's going to step back and get a good vantage point. And see how many Hunter's Mark she's got. Yeah, she'll Hunter's Mark again. And shoot it.
Shoot!
Hitting.
Yeah. Just saw that movie.
What a classic. And she does 11 points of damage to it. She might say something, I don't know. Get Phineas out of there. Taking us to the creature. Fun stuff here. The creature's gonna pull Phineas away.
Uh-oh.
And then proceed to cast a spell. I will need everyone, as you see this warble of pinkish green energy, I need everyone to give me a wisdom save. Yes, wisdom save, please.
I have advantage against being charmed or stunned.
This is not a charm.
Technically. Okay. We'll see if it's Charm Andras should too.
That's right, yeah.
Not a
Elves.
charm.
Right?
The best.
Alright, everyone has really good wisdom saves. Except for the cleric. At least you got the bless, but the DC is... You're fine. None of you feel anything.
Okay.
You all succeed, as you feel for a moment, in this just brief second, you all feel confused about what just happened by that light, but you quickly know exactly what just happened. It's just light. You're fine. Distraction. That will take us to Andres.
I cannot get to Phineas.
He's flying, being floated and held over as the roar of waterfall.
Yeah, I guess I can only really cast Toll the Dead on the creature.
Alright. Big ol' wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Got a big ol' 11. Roll me that d12.
Nice.
As necrotic damage does
10.
work. Very nice. As you see it warble a little bit and shake, still holding Phineas, and Phineas begins to kind of vibrate.
Nice. I'll get it out of the way of people.
Alright.
That's going to be my turn.
Taking us to Sev.
Let's step up so I can see it. Which means I cannot steady aim. So
But you do get sneak attack, because Phineas is there.
I will try my best to shoot it and only it.
Alright.
Talent.
Whatcha?
Nat
Ooh.
20.
Whoa.
That'll do it.
That's it.
As you deal
26.
26 points of damage. As what does it look like? Is Phineas being grappled by this perfect shot into the beak or whatever? I don't. You tell me.
Just barely misses Phineas. But it hits it. Even
All right.
it's not really. There's nothing much to aim at. It's kind of.
It's you can hit
just
the
a big
brain
mass.
or the beak. But yeah, as you kind of barely almost hit Phineas, just kind of perfect aim into the center mass of this brain. Phineas begins to fall with it as you You aren't limp, but the creature is limp, still grabbing onto you. Phineas, you guys would see Phineas fall for a brief moment with it before Phineas you free yourself easily enough from its icy grip.
I still fall a little extra just to be dramatic.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just kidding. I can fly. Remember, I can fly, guys.
Eldritch Blast. No.
Well, swoop back up.
The creature falls into the depths. Never seen again.
Sorry, maybe
Well.
wandering around aimlessly wasn't the best idea. But this must be the first time in history that untempered curiosity has led to something bad.
Did something bad happen?
Can I see if my magic stone knocked any gems loose?
Give me a investigation check.
I would, but where's my sheet? I'm sorry. Good.
Roll me a d20.
And mind getting me some of that healing?
There, a little pick-me-up.
That bit me a little
as
bit.
Andrus is more hurt than Phineas.
I'll do a cure wounds on both Phineas and myself.
Alright.
So...
I mean, Phineas had that 10 temp HP, though, too.
Yeah, so it feels like
Thanks.
worse.
1 and the 2.
Ooh. Who gets what?
Well, now that I see it, I want to say I get the 17, but that's not how I
No,
said it.
I mean,
So...
I really need 9.
It's like Andros is like coughing up blood and he's like making sure that Vinny
I got you.
has got
I
a
got you.
couple
You're
of
good.
screams. It's all good.
Malverick?
I'll take 9.
You would find an acorn-sized tourmaline. It's a little flawed, but it's there.
Cool.
Probably worth 10 gold.
Nice.
That's better than the one my natural 20 hit off. Wait, what's the natural 20?
Yep. As you kind of gather yourselves and heal each other, and everyone is okay. As you head up top, you would see that the 5 kobolds are all kind of waiting there with, what was his name? Is it Vought? Vought. Vaught's still holding the wing. We're ready to go with you. I told him to stop sawing, so you can jump here, and he starts jumping up and down on the wood. It's okay.
It'd be really funny if it broke, not gonna lie.
I thought about it. I was like, nah, we don't need to kill more kobolds.
Let's go see the town speaker.
Head on back.
Alright. I'll say easy enough traveling back to the town speaker as he's just hanging outside the bar there talking to another person. This half-orc individual, wander through the streets with a bunch of kobolds. Definitely gasps as you're wandering through the streets. And, like, pointing at you all. Town speaker, Matthew. What is this? I said get rid of them, not bring them into town.
Whoa, we thought you might get rid of them out of the mine, and they are out of the mine.
What are they doing in town, though? This is civilization.
They would like to work and contribute.
Work.
Right, guys?
Yeah, we can work. We're good at mining, I guess. Are we good at mining, guys? Yeah, we're good at mining.
They could probably do other stuff too.
Yes.
Someone would have to direct them.
Perhaps minor security or something of the matter.
Give me a persuasion check, Andrus.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage
Nice.
for reasons.
22.
22. I suppose we can keep them in the stables, out of sight. You wouldn't mind that, would you,
I'm sure they
kobolds?
wouldn't object.
No, wherever, as long as we get food and fire and, we can, and we don't get bossed around too bad.
Just go back to the mine.
Give them a probation period. Treat them fairly. And see how it works out.
I see. Well, that
The
is
mine
good
should be
news.
safe by now.
Well, the kobolds are out
Yes,
of it,
is
so...
that-
And some other terrifying monsters were slain.
There was actually a monster in there?
There were a
Curious.
few.
Yeah, it looked a little something like this. And I'll use minor illusion to depict the tentacle thing.
Oh, must have come from the shaft. I haven't fully explored it. Naturally occurring, but because of the shaft is why all the rich with tourmaline. Well, thank you for ridding of that. I would have gone to go check. And if that thing had still been there, I guess I would have been brain food.
Oh.
Well, you
So
have...
you didn't dig down the shaft?
Oh no, it was naturally occurring. As many caves around here are. As he kind of starts shuffling into his pocket. Well, as promised, here's the payment. Handing out a... he'll give it to... Yeah, he'll give it to Andrus. Because you're... He doesn't...
Talking.
Yeah. He's probably seen you around before. Yes, you have our thanks, and we have extra workers, it would seem. More mouths to feed, but can get the mine back on schedule. Should be good. I can give them some menial jobs around, and sure they won't get a warm welcome. But even that one there, heard stories of drow around. I think I saw you last time. Well, thank you for finally paying attention to tourmaline. If you're ever around and want a drink, and I'm not busy tending to kobolds, pay me a visit. It wouldn't be bad.
We'll be sure to take you up on the offer. Once we're around again.
Vought will kind of turn to you all. I'm real sorry about what happened to Trex, guys. I really didn't... We didn't know. But we'll be good workers. We can, cook, clean, skin, and dig, I guess. I don't know. But thank you.
You're welcome. You guys behave now and listen to this guy.
Yes,
I'll check back in with you once we're back in town.
I will be sure they behave. Come, I will get them situated and out of the light of strangers. As it is actually probably about 10 o'clock in the morning at this point, so a little bit of light would be coming up over the horizon. It's that little bit of tinge of green. Kind of leaving you there in the snow. In tourmaline with 50 gold and a little bit of thanks. The 5 kobolds trudge and follow the town speaker. You have cleared the mine and helped out another one of the towns. And that'll be a good spot to end tonight.
Save some kobolds.
You save some kobolds. They're not all bad. It was just one bad kobold. One bad kobold ruins the bunch, right? Bad leadership.
Still would have been
Kobold.
funny to Eldritch blast the ones that were underneath the thing to watch them fall.
I was thinking
That
about
would've
hitting him
been
with a
funny.
gust.
Oh no.
No, we're just bullying these guys.
Well, they're going into the workforce, so
They gotta learn.
I need to go to bed. Good night, guys. Thanks so
All
much
right.
for playing tonight.
Yep.
Good night.
We'll
Good night.
pick up there next week, so be sure to tune in. And yeah, thanks for watching. And good night, Internet.
good night.
Good
Night.
night.